right, you guys. I literally just got finished doing our daily devotional for today. We were talking about pushing past the shame. It's not about, God says, don't get caught up. That is a tactic of the enemy about would things be different if I would have done this, if I wouldn't have done this. And so we were talking about that. Then we were talking about what it means to trust and rest in the Lord, which was an amazing situation as well. That word really, I'm really still like, I literally just got finished recording it. I'm sending it off so I can edit it. But that word really did the things for me. I had an amazing time getting that word out. It really did bless me. I enjoyed it so much. God is so good. God is so worthy to be praised. And I bless and thank God just for his presence in my life each and every day. I really do. Because things, by no stretch of the imagination are things perfect. And that ain't the point. But things are so worth it. Every day, let me tell you seriously, every day that I get to go deeper with the Lord, every day that God blesses me so richly, so personally, is an amazing experience for me. And I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. It literally is the reason I'm still going. And it is so dope. It's such a powerful reason to keep going. And it is it's amazing. It's everything to me. Like, it really is everything to me. There isn't anything else that I want out of this life other than to be used by God to really understand and let it be revealed to me who he is and who I am even. Like, I'm his creation. So to understand the me that's his creation is so dope. Like, Lord, you created me with a purpose to do a thing. Like, looking at yourself as an invention and a creation, a purposeful creation from God that is intended to do a thing and will do a thing that he created. Like, it's not even you. It's so not you. Looking at yourself as a divine dispatchment from the Lord, like a dispersing of him, is so dope. Because we look at like manner of external creation, like, oh Lord, the trees and the sun and all these manners of creation, how they work, in different ecosystems, how things balance, how things, like, we look at that and we are so in awe and we're like, that's so amazing. Even with their mysteries, we're like, oh, that is such proof, that is so amazing. You yourself are like so amazing. You yourself are such proof of God's amazingness. You are a literal creation and invention of God, set out to do a thing that will get done, just like anything else. And it's so dope if you think about things that way. Like, dang, that's so awesome. Like, I'm going to do a thing in spite of me. Because I am a creation of God, I am going to do a thing in spite of my own self. So meaning in spite of my own self means even in spite of external forces and circumstances. So how much time do we spend getting caught up and stressed out and all the things on these things, and they don't even matter. They don't even matter. Like, you are going to do a thing because you were created to do a thing. And God, in his sovereignty, is going to make sure that thing gets done. Period. Okay? Enjoy your ride. Don't make it overly complicated. Don't make it overly exhaustive. Don't make it overly critical or depressing even. Bounce back from everything you go through. And I understand easier said than done. But hear me clearly. Hear me as a light. Understand that everything that you go through, you're meant to go through. And because of that, you will get through. They are surmountable no matter how it looks, no matter whose standard that you use, the world standard. You're like, I get it, but you're going to get through everything that you go through. You're going to get through everything that you go through, no matter what it looks like, unto the end. You're going to get through everything that you go through. You're going to have a beautiful experience that is going to shake out how it needs to shake out. Participate with it. Cooperate with it. Surrender to it. Know that God is in control. Don't let nobody and nothing else be in control, not even you. But definitely not an enemy, but not even you. Alright? Not no manner of this creation, societal structure, none of this stuff. Don't let that stuff be in control. this stuff is gonna fade away, child. Ain't nobody gonna remember this. Like, honestly, nobody's gonna really remember you. God is, right? In eternity, you're gonna be remembered beautifully, holy. But in this world, all this stuff passed away. You'll be standing here one minute, you'll be gone the next. Child, flash for 100 years, you ain't gonna be here. It'll be like whispers in the wind, every footstep that you've taken on this earth, but you did take it. It'll be beautifully created and encapsulated, beautifully remembered, and echoing it through eternity, where you're on the other side of things, chopping it up with people, laughing about stuff, exchanging stories and things about your time that you spent on earth. It's dope. It's just amazing. Let me stop using the loud, honey, because I will go on a tangent. But God is faithful. This life that we get is a gift. No matter what we go through, this life that we get is a gift. It's amazing. It is. No matter what we go through, this life that we get to live is a gift. We're getting our experience in the earth. It is a gift. It is a gift. Take it for what it is. It's a beautiful gift. Take it for what it is. No matter how long we got here, no matter what manner of status and accomplishment that we hope to get here, don't none of that matter. But what do matter and what is fun is that we get to live, and we get to live right, and we get to find the Lord in this creation. We get to cooperate with Him, and we get to have a beautiful relationship with Him, and we get to just do all things, okay? So that really does matter. That is fun. That is dope. That is the meaning and the essence of life. That is a life well lived. You get to participate with the Lord. You get to sit here and go and be inside of all manner of His creation, everything that He has dominion over. You get to say, hey, you get the t-shirt at the end. I did the land of the living. I did the world. I did earth. And it was like the time that I was here for, and the people who we crossed paths and we're on the same or even existed at the same time, we did earth. And you get to hear other people's stories that came before you and after you. I just imagine that, right? And it's so amazing. God is so good. We don't know how long we get on this earth. We don't. But you can enjoy it. You can enjoy it. You really can. You can make a difference. You can be purposeful. You can enjoy it. You can live it to the fullness. You can give things to other people, your kids, other people. You can just live, honey. Let your life out. Let it out, because it's running out. It's going to come out anyway. The life on this side of things, is going to come out anyway. Give it out. Live. Living is so awesome. Live. However, peaceably, powerfully, passionately, richly, however that is genuine to your experience, do it. Don't let nobody else's tempo make you feel like you have a better or a lessened experience. Nobody else's manner of that's why social media is so funny. Nobody else's manner of status and what they say right now is trending, because somebody's word and somebody got bored, and as soon as too many people reach that status, they're gonna invent something else, because it's about exclusivity, not inclusivity. So the people sit here drawing all these lies in the sand and making you try to feel like this, that. All that stuff is so fickle. It's gonna fade away. That stuff don't matter. It's literally not even really here. Listen, let me hush. But this life that we get to live is truthfully, honestly amazing. Live your life. Do good things. You're gonna come out of this experience. Every single one of us is coming out of here. If we're here, we're gonna leave. Live beautifully, live whole, live purposefully. Do awesome stuff. You here. Do good stuff. Do awesome stuff. Be amazing. Even if you have to shake it up and move and get from around certain people and go do something else, that's fine. No hate to you. No hate, no destruction to you. Let me go move somewhere else. Let me go get around another type of person. Let me change up the way life even looks. You ain't here but for a minute. But for a glimmer in the grand scheme of things. Have your life. Live it well. Understand what a well-lived life even means to you. What is that defined to you? What is it defined to God? Get out here and live your life. We ain't gonna be here before a second. It's so dope. I love the idea of looking back on from a place of peace and total fullness. Looking back on this thing and being like, oh yeah, that's how I did mine. I was really fussy about this in my land of the living experience. I was so worried. I was so scared about this. I was so, and laughing at it because it don't matter. Laughing at it because it don't matter. My more evolved self laughing at it because it don't matter. Like, oh my God, yeah, honey. And understanding it was just human condition and everybody else get to do the same thing. Everybody else get to laugh at it too, honey. Like, oh honey, we were so worried as humans that this, that, and the third, and especially depending on what generation you was in. Oh honey, we were so worried about this. Oh honey, we were so worried about this, and I don't know if that makes better sense or worse sense. But it's beautiful to know that this life that you have is purposeful and it's happening now. We don't know when it's gonna end, so live it. We all gonna get to a different place after this. And, keep that in mind. What do you want your experience to be in that different place? What you want your reality and your experience to be in that different place? What do you want your reflection on the time and the you that you spent here to be? Like, always progressing. I was tripping, but I was always progressing. Listen, I was always, for a good bit of it, I was always X, Y, Z, but I turned it around. Listen, how do you want your life to be? This story is still in progress, and we don't know the end date. So you ain't the author or the finisher, but you can participate. So as a participant, live your life. Live it well, live it good. That's the thing you gonna know without a shadow of a doubt, without getting lost in all the details and the what else. You gonna know what's a right life to you and what wasn't. You're gonna want to know that you were a good person at the end of all this. You're gonna want to know that you didn't do everything perfect. Nobody will, but you're gonna want to know that you tried. Yeah, you're going to want to know that. So stay in that. You're going to want to know that people loved you and that you did good by people. You were a good human as God intended you to be. With your own special flavor and special sauce on it. Your own indistinguishable fingerprint on your humanity. You're going to want to know that you did that by being the you that only you can be. You ain't gonna want to know that I was the you that only I could be, but it was stuck inside of me. And if you really look, like now you can look at it from a bird's eye view and see that you're gonna want to know that you got it out. You're gonna want to know that you got it out, that you put it into action. No matter how long it took and how many tears you had to cry to get there, you're gonna want to know that you got it out and you owned it and you bodied it by being the you that God created you to be. You're gonna want to see yourself participate with the Lord in the land of the living, not just in eternity. Not enter into his rest in eternity. You're going to want to know that at some points you recognized and you walked with God. No matter how the journey ebbed and flowed, God knew that. But you're going to want to know that you had a relationship with God. You're going to want to know that you had a conscious experience even in the land of the living, as conscious as you could have in the land of the living. You're never going to want to say I underperformed. That's never going to make you feel good. You're never going to want to say, I gave up before it was time. That's never going to make you feel good. You're never going to want to say, I just kind of slipped down and disappeared into experience and waited for it to be over. You're never going to want to be able to say that. You're never going to want to have to say that. You're going to look at yourself and say, you know what? It's the redeeming qualities that happen in life. Yeah, I was sad for X amount of years. Yeah, I was really subconscious or self-conscious. I was really self-conscious for X amount of years. But you know what? I finally got it. And it was so dope. Let me tell you about that. I wasn't believing for a long time, but when I got it, oh my God. My belief journey was so textured, but in the conclusion, it was so good. It's a good story. You're going to have to read that cover to cover. I was good to people. I took care of people. I took care of myself. I took care of the Lord's business. You're going to always want to be able to say that. Those are things that you know without knowing everything, you know you're going to want to be able to say. You know you're going to want to be able to revel and enjoy in the truth of those things. Not the projection of those things. Not the absence of those things, but the truth of those things. That you live life and you live life well. Honey, yeah. You're going to want to be able to say that. So do the things that the Lord wants you to do. Be the person that He created you to be. Cooperate with Him. Have a relationship with Him. Yield, submit, surrender, and obey to Him. And then also be the person that you want to be. Listen, you get to look at your life in this worldly experience and go, oh, that's my highlight reel. That's my tape. What you want to be able to say? Anyway, honey, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of it. That's just my rant and my random musing for the day. That's my random musing for the week, okay? It just is. It just is. Sidebar, random chat. If you ever wonder about what Jaleesa thinks about what Jaleesa believes, how Jaleesa believes, this is where I am as of right now, today, this date, this moment in time. Okay, so that is my random musing for today. I feel like I should have shared it with you, so here you go. Leave your imprint on this life, you guys. Like, literally live your life. Live your life. It is for the living. Go live it and do wonderful, good things. You're going to get stuff wrong, too, because you can't help it. And that's actually going to be a really good story, too. But redeem yourself from the times that you got it wrong. Let the Lord redeem you and restore you from the times you get it wrong. Keep living. Never give up. Never stop. Never sell yourself short. Okay? Never fall into inactivity and disappear while you're still alive. Don't do that. Live your life. Live your life. Live your life. Live your life. I feel very moved to tell somebody's today. Live your life. Live your life. It's good. It's really good. Okay? Honey, you gonna have all kind of little demons chasing you. If I was to tell you the full story. And it's gonna be so funny at the end. I promise you. It can even be like funny now, but you make sure you keep the Lord first place, right? And you exact the Lord's power on these little gremlins out here in these streets, honey. But it's gonna be so funny to look and be like, let me tell you about this time that the enemy was after me. And failed. And it did not work. Because that's gonna always be the end. The victory is assured, you guys. But child, let me tell you about these little goblins this time that was after child. Just as futile in their efforts as they wanted to be. Honey, God is writing a story. Live your life. Live your life. You just do the living. Live your life. You're here for a reason. You're on. You're powerful. Oh my God. Do the living. I feel so passionate about that today. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with it. But do the living. I feel very much led to tell somebody's. I don't know who it is, but do the living. Live, 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 sis. Live, brother. Live, 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 live. Live your life. Live. You don't know how much you got left, and that's not the point, but the point is to live. Live for the Lord. Live, make it good. All is good. God will make sure all things end on a good note. All things get restored and completed. But live. Honey, live. Don't just do whatever you want to do. That's not what I'm saying. Okay? You know what I'm saying. I'm not saying go be chaotic and chaos and confusion. Don't do that. But live, honey. Live beautifully. Live genuinely. Live in love. Live the way God created you to live. Let him exercise that out of you, because he's faithful to do so. He's gonna do it. All right, that's all I got for today, y'all. That is my 20-minute fireside chat for today. Okay, that is my random music and my fireside chat for today. So thank you guys for spending time with me. I had to get that out. I don't know why. Like, and that's the thing, when you have certain gifts, right, that are gifted from the Lord, you can't help it. And you ain't gonna be able to rest until you get out what the Lord is pushing through you. Because God will have you sit in some things, express some things, muse about some things, take you on a trip and a journey, and he's like, go say it, go do it. And you're like, I'm gonna look like a crazy person, or who want to hear this even? But listen, God has some incredible plans for you. Live. Just live. That's the word. I don't know, but just live. Like, that's all I do know is that God said just live. Just live. All right, you guys. Fireside Chat is done. We are done. Have a great rest of your day. I love you. The love of the Lord. Stay blessed.